Now in the next case, before we proceed to the next phase, first of all, I would like to say here that these individual text elements, those are practically an object by nature. I would like to say that these text elements, they act as if an object. If you double click on it, you can see that you might be able to edit this whole text, but you cannot possibly change these shapes that we have created right over this H letter or E letter or L or this sort of thing. So they are together practically acting as if an object right over here. In case if we need to select it, it will be selecting as a whole the word, or you might be able to select an individual letter or this kind of thing. So in case if we want to make any kind of modification into these individual shapes like this H word, if we wish to modify the shape of this H word right over here, then how is it possible? In that particular case, all we need to do, we need to select this individual text element right over here in the first place. Next, we need to get back to this path, object to path, and now if we double click on it, we can see that the edit path by nodes option is practically enabled in case of this Inkscape text document. We are practically able to modify each and individual letters and their particular shapes into something different one. But the point is, once you make this change, once you convert this letter element into a path, you won't be able to edit these individual words again, to edit those individual text again. You cannot make any kind of change right over here, as if we wish to delete this word beautiful from here, we won't be able to do so, because this whole text is practically brought down into a path instead of an object element. And in case if we wish to delete this word beautiful, all we need to do, we need to select these individual letters here and we need to manually delete them case of object. So we can see that we will be practically unable to make any kind of changes into our document right over here if we convert it into a path from an object. Now if we talk about this edit path by nodes here, we can see that all those nodes, those are practically being activated here. So as this whole letter, as this whole text is now practically converted into a path, in that particular case we are able to add nodes to it, or we are able to delete nodes from it, and we are definitely able to make any kind of modification to these individual words like this H. I'm just remodifying this H word right over here. So I'm just making this change here, and now if we get out of it, we can see that this will be the result. The hello beautiful world text is now getting back into a definite new shape here with some definite carvings into its letters, and we can see that we are practically able to make any kind of modification of the shapes of this individual line here, this hello beautiful world. Now as I said, I cannot make any kind of modification as a text element on this individual text because it has been converted into a definite path here. In that particular case, we need to make something else. We need to create another text element. For say we are now writing down here as hello world instead of this hello beautiful world. Now if we wish to change the coloring, all we can do, first of all, select this individual line here, and next we may head back to this bottom palette and we may click on any of these individual color codes here to create a brand new color filling of this individual text element. As you can see that the color is getting changed, the fill color is practically getting changed. That we need to change. If we need to change the stroke color of this individual text element, then we need to press and hold down our shift key and we can see that the stroke color is now getting changed into something deeper version of green. If instead of green we wish to put something else, like if we wish to uh, change the stroke color into something different like this red one here, we need to hold down the shift key and then we need to click on any of these individual color codes, and we can see that the individual stroke color is getting changed right over here. There it goes. In this way we are practically able to change the fill and stroke color, and not only that, we will be able to change the stroke style from here. We are increasing the stroke style, the stroke width, to something different like this one. And if we wish to change the fill color, just click on this bottom palette and we can see that the newer version of this old text is practically being created. And the funny part is, if we zoom in, we can see that the quality is not being deteriorated. As we had told previously, it is an SVG supported vector graphics software. So this is how you may alter the text elements into your Inkscape document. All you need to do, you need to make experiments with it, you need to work on it, you need to work with it. And this is how you may change the fill color and stroke color of any text elements. You are able to change the font size, the font family, the spacing between each and individual letters and words, and you are practically able to change the shape of each and every letters by converting this whole text element from an object into a path. So this is how you can format your text elements. In the next case, we will be learning about some definite features on Inkscape. If you guys have liked this tutorial, then do not hesitate to hit that red subscribe button down below. Hope to see you guys in our next tutorial. Till then, bye.